We're not going to win this war. We can't even stop the Houthi from shutting down the Red Sea.
I found the timing of this to be pretty interesting, right? At the moment we hear Iranian backed groups attack American soldiers in these bases, which, by the way, why do we have so many of these bases scattered around in these illegally occupied areas, whether it's Syria or Jordan or all over the place, right? Even in the New York Times, the Biden administration has admitted that, it's only a matter of time before American forces in these regions are targeted or hit. Well, shocking. Shocking. They've been telling us for years they don't want us there. Why are we in these areas illegally in the first place? So it's only a matter of time, and the Biden administration admits this. They're sitting ducks. It's almost like they're putting them out there on purpose as decoy pigeons or something, waiting for these Iranian-backed groups to attack us, and that's a justification for us to do something to Iran. Am I wrong about that? Maybe it's just my cynical nature.
Well, in this case, remember the Biden administration inherited this forced posture. This is something that began under the Obama administration. Of course, Biden was the vice president, but it was continued under Trump. This is an American policy, not a Biden policy, and it's a policy that makes no sense. But the United States, we project force into regions under very dubious claims of legitimacy. We have no legitimacy in to be on Syrian territory. We claim it's because we're seeking to destroy ISIS. But if you take a look at the Al-Tanf Area 55, I think they call it, we're there to actually use ISIS-affiliated Syrian tribal groups against the Syrian government. This is about, destabilizing the government of Bashar al-Assad as part of a larger policy of regime change, again, which Biden has inherited from Trump, who inherited it from Obama. And it's a policy that has gone, basically, they've stopped actively pursuing it. So they're there doing nothing. That's the point I want to make. American forces are in this position illegally on Syrian territory, illegally. Everything they do is a war crime by definition. They're there with no mission, no viable mission. They've become nothing more than targets, not because the Biden administration wanted them to be targets, but because the Biden administration doesn't have the courage to do a policy review and say there's no reason for continued American presence. See, Americans, the government, we view it as a sign of weakness to do the right thing. If we say, oh, maybe it's time to get out, oh no, you'll be attacked as weak. And of course, Biden is running for president. He doesn't want to be seen as weak. The weakest thing an American president can do is allow American soldiers to die for no justification, no just cause. Joe Biden is the weakest president imaginable because not only have 3 American soldiers died, 34 wounded, but now he's talking about carrying out acts of retaliation that could expand this conflict. And if David Albright and Netanyahu get their way, it would mean a general war with Iran. And here's the kicker, which we would lose. We're not going to win this war. We can't even stop the Houthi from shutting down the Red Sea. The Iranians will shut down the Strait of Hormuz. The Iranians will destroy every piece of American military infrastructure in the region.